Shalom. With real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out, prophesying the return of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. All praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders out of New York at GMS. Honors to all the brothers around the world, lifting up the name of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, in the spirit of truth and sincerity. Welcome to the Chicago Hebrew class. This week we're going to go do it first. As usual, we start off with a recap of last week's what we learned. And well, last week we went over the numbers, but we are still, the week before we had the Lord's Prayer, and it was first week was the oral test, which was last week. And this week we're going to have the written test of the Lord's Prayer. So it's real simple. To get your sheet of paper, write your name in the top right corner in the Paleo or the Assyrian Hebrew. I prefer the Paleo personally. And we're going to, at the top, write the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew from right to left. And then from right to left on your paper, write the Lord's Hebrew in the Hebrew. If you wanted to, the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, if you want to write it in the Assyrian, because you have that a little bit better, that's fine. If you want to write it in the Hebrew Paleo, that's fine as well. And just basically write out the Lord's Prayer from right to left in Hebrew. And you can start that and then press pause and so forth and take the test. If you want to grade yourself, go to therealhebrewisraelites.com, all one word, therealhebrewisraelites.com. Go to the Sabbath service link on one of the many links at the top. And you can scroll down and you'll find the Lord's Prayer in the Paleo and the Lord's Prayer in the transliterated English. And you can check your work. Okay? So with that, you can press pause and take that quiz. Okay. So before we go learn today, it's going to be, fairly, this class we're going to go into primarily a blessing for Israel. We're going to learn one of the blessings. Next week, Yahweh willing, we're going to learn one of the curses. But before we do that, we learned last week Numbers 1 through 10, and just want to give a recap because that's going to be on the test next week. Next week's test will be Numbers 1 through 10, written out, and the oral curses, learning the curses orally, because like we did the oral Lord's Prayer and the written Lord's Prayer, and separated up by weeks. We're going to do the same thing. This week we're going to blessings. Salakia, not curses, Salakia, blessings. We're going to next week's is going to be a testing on 1 through 10, and then after Numbers 1 through 10, there's going to be an oral test on being able to say the blessing, a blessing on Yasharallah, and we're going to learn that. So that's going to be next week, Yahweh willing. So I want to recap Numbers 1 through 10 again, just to refresh the memory, and we're going to go real quickly because most people should have written this down. I think the brothers here have written it down. If you hadn't written it down, you can always just come. You can catch up later for anybody who doesn't have it down. We're just going to basically just recap. One is Achad. Achad. All right, which is 1. 2, Shanayim or Shanayim. All right. What's 3?
Shalawash.
Khan. Shalawash. 4 are Arabai. Arabai. 5 Chamasha or Chamasha. Number 6 is what? Shasha. Absolutely. Shasha. 7. Shabai. 8. Shamawana. 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 Number 9. Tashai. Tashai. And 10. Ishara or Ishara. All right. For any brothers who here today and didn't weren't here last week, this will be here on the table, and you all can gather this and just write down the Paleo, the Assyrian, and Achad. Know what your the number, and just 1 through 10. So little by little we'll start there's piecing back our history together. So that was just a recap. Yahawah willing, next week we'll be tested on numbers 1 through 10, and then what we're going to go into now, the oral, the written and the oral, soon to come, on a blessing to Yasharallah. The importance of knowing these blessings is, all the brethren daily, and maybe even several times a day, should be throwing a blessing, the curse, a blessing for our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about the elect of our people, because right now I'm not blessing the 2/3. Fuck them. Okay? And that's one thing that Esau doesn't realize, is that if we hate anybody worse than him, it's the 2/3, because we have a higher expectation of our people, and to sell out your own people for a fucking Esau Edomite rat is you can't. Nothing he can do is worse than that, man. You know what I'm saying?
To side with the rat.
To side with the rat, to be a wicked.
Psalms 82.
Psalms 82. Which one?
Where it talks about how you accept the persons of the wicked.
Matter of fact, I'll get that real brief. Psalms 82 and what, 3 and 2.
1.
We'll just start reading at the top just real quick. But that's a beautiful precept, one of my favorite scriptures. Psalms 82 and 1. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty, he judgeth amongst the gods. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? It said, how long are you going to accept the persons of the wicked? Salah. That also reminds me of Jeremiah 17 and 5. Curses the man that trusteth in maketh man his arm,
Maketh flesh
is right. Make flesh his arm. You want to lean upon this fucking white man? You want to lean to your own understanding, your own flesh, and that's going to decay and rot, versus trust on Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI? Fuck that, man. And to 2/3, that's what you do. That's why in Zechariah, was it 13 and Zechariah 13 and 8, when he says 2/3 of our people should be burned in the furnace. So we might not always harp on it all the time, which we do bring it up a lot. That's my number one on my list on who I'm pissed off at right now. After that, then I'm pissed off at fucking Esau. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of the heathen ass fucking nations. We should be throwing up curses against the wicked and the 2/3 and the heathens. When I say the wicked, I'm talking about white men, the Edomites. When I talk about the heathens, I'm talking about all the rest of the nations. And then the 2/3 is the wicked niggas, man. And then we should be doing blessings on the elect hopeful. There is an elect. We just hope that we're a part of it, all right? Because we're not guaranteed to be a part of it. We're fighting to be a part of it. And the blessings to those who are fighting to be a part of it, and hopefully we are, all right? And how are you going to bless? Your Most High hears your Hebrew prayer way faster than the English, okay? He winks on us speaking English because he knows we've been in captivity. But to see us fighting to learn the Hebrew, fighting to learn the Greek and go into the scriptures and get down deeper, that's what makes him proud of his sons, which is going to prove to the rest of the Israelites and the world why he chose us in the first place. So why not show the Most High our effort and put blessings in Hebrew over our people? Because we need it. The times that's about to come right now, we need every blessing of the Lord to cover us What does the scripture say? Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. So how are we going to be stable when this bullshit starts to happen? The knowledge of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, the blessings of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, the mercy and protection. And this is what you do when you pray. It should be a simple blessing, and it's a simple curse for your people. Now, you might not say it every day, you know, you might include it in your prayer, you might not, but I try personally to do it as much as I can. All right? And I encourage all the other brethren to do so as well. So with that, we're just going to go straight to it. The first word is for a blessing. For one of the blessings is barakatah. Barakatah. Could you make sure that this is the center good? You don't have to zoom in, but you can see good? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Barakatah. All right. Now, the root of this word is what, Micaiah?
Barak.
Which means?
Bless.
And then, atha, at the end of a word, is you. Or even by itself, atha. Right? So, Barak atha is bless you. All right. Barak atha. Can you see Jeremiah?
No, hold on. Let me go back on now. It's not good.
And so, you know, I'm going to keep pushing, learning the Paleo and the Assyrian, because you know we need both of them. The Paleo is our ancient, what we used to write, and the Assyrian is what is common in our scriptures now. At the same time, I might test in the Assyrian, I might test in the Paleo, but I might not always test in both because sometimes it gets a little tedious. So I'm going to switch it up. So I encourage you brothers to continue to practice in the Assyrian and continue to practice in the Paleo. If you get one down pretty solid, start working on the next one. You get that one pretty solid, kind of keep yourself refreshed. Because I think Yaki can attest to this. We learned this a long time ago, years ago, both of them. And then after a while, after not writing all the time, you start to forget. Like, dang, how do you say the cha again? And it just, because we have to stay, remember it. We get, you know, we forget in English. We sing English every day, all the time. You're not going to forget how to say, spell an N or an M or a P, because we see it all the time. But the way the word is, if you don't stay rooted and grounded in it, you start to forget. You know what I'm saying?
See, I went and did it in the Paleo. You know, that wasn't my thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was the Assyrian.
Kind. Well, can't wait to check that quiz out. That's beautiful. But that's about testing yourself and pushing yourself. Me and the brother Malcolm was, just talking about why some brothers might not really, get into it. And he brought up that a lot of brothers don't like to be tested. And that brings that bitch, Izar, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't, he don't deserve a Hebrew name. But his name, Izar, means help. And you know what? He do need some help. You know what I'm saying? He need a lot of help. You know,
name Leroy.
Is yeah, you know what I'm saying, Leroy. But that bastard. You know what I'm saying?
The Hebrew name needs to mean left behind.
Left behind, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's really fuck him. It's just really important to get deeper into the word, deeper into the scriptures, deeper into the Paleo. Test yourself. And the reason why he brought him up was because the simple fact that, the elders said they put out tests every week to test the brothers. I'm not doing Hebrew tests like that because I'm trying to be like the elders or anything. I'm doing it because, I will give them the order to do a Hebrew class. It was, it was suggested by Elder Hart when he was here. And then Mike Collar was like, hey, I want you to do a Hebrew class. So I did it. Now, if I'm going to do a class, we need to, and like the scriptures say, to test, to prove one another. to prove all things and to, basically be, to try, saying, a brother, the spirit, So why not, push ourselves? Ourselves, we need to test ourselves. The scriptures say, study to show yourself approved, or to make your calling and election sure. What's that one scripture? Try yourself to prove yourself to make sure you're in faith. What's that? You know what scripture I'm talking about? The be of the faith. I'm kind of, I'm drawing a blank right now.
No, I knew what he was talking about.
I'm in class right now. Yeah, I'm in class. I'll see you in a bit. All right.
I know what it is. I just drew a blank real quick. I'm trying to find that scripture real quick because it's a really beautiful scripture. Basically, test yourself to make sure you have the faith. Meanwhile, I'm going to go to the next word, which is very simple. Every brother should know this word right here, Yahawah. Alright, I know everybody should have that one. So the first thing is Barakatah Yahawah. Then the next word is Barakatah again. All right. This one. Right. So it's Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai. And everybody should know how to spell Yahawashai in the Paleo and in the Assyrian Hebrew. All right, so everybody got that? So the first part is Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai. And we usually say that 3 times. So I'm not about to hold it back up again. You know that, just put 3 and an X, so that 3 times, all right? So we usually start a blessing, or we usually start a curse with Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai. Alright? So even in the test, you don't have to write Barakatah Yahawah. Just put Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, and then in the parentheses put 3 times. And that's sufficient because we know what it is. Alright? So it's Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai. And then we'll say Yahawah, which you already know. Yahawah. You should know how to write that. Bahasham. Yahawashi. So we started off with Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashai. Alright? Then you say Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashai. And it's basically call it to the Father, coming in the name of Yahawashai, the Son. And then we're going to go into the main part of the curse. Shalach. Shalach. Which means send. Shalach. Send. It's like it from my in the Assyrian is a little thick, but you all should know how to do the it's a little bend and brought out to send. Ready?
No.
Sha, the la, and the ch. Shalach. Shalach. Okay? Send upon or on aisle. Aisle. The I or ayan, the I, and the la, the lamad. Aisle. Shalach ayel, send upon or send on. All right. All ya. All ya. This is what is the suffix here?
All.
The suffix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the primary word? All. All means two. All means two. So all, if you say all, and then say all ya, you're saying to me. Right? Always keep in mind the prefixes and the suffixes because they're loaded in the Hebrew words, man, and they'll get you a more understanding. Right. Because otherwise, it's going to, if you don't know them, it's going to just look like a bunch of words or a bunch of characters. But once you start recognizing the prefixes and the suffix, you'll start seeing the root word. Then you'll start seeing how sometimes they'll get rid of one part of the root word for the suffix or the prefix, and when you start being able to recognize them, and then it's going to help you in your memory and understanding of the Hebrew better. All ya, to me, all right. All right, so we said Shalach, Ayel, Oya, Ha-Rawach. Ha-Rawach. Was Ha as a prefix?
For the. Yeah, it's a prefix for the, right?
Yes, the. Ha, the, Rawach. Ra-wa, and the H, rawach, which means spirit. Get a question up?
Go ahead.
Feel free to ask questions, brother. Ha rawach, the spirit. Ha rawach, the spirit.
Don't put it down yet.
I see I'm going to give you an easel.
Can't get right.
Brother, you need your glasses, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You need to take care of that, brother. They're only going to get worse.
Ha, wa, wach, ra, wach. Sorry, brother. So it says, send upon to me the Spirit. The next word is shal. Is shal. S-H-A-L. We still working on this one, right?
Yeah.
Which will be in the Paleo, Shah and the La. That's it. In the Syrian. Which is of. The Shah and the La. For those waiting. You ready? I can move on now?
Try.
Shal. Real simple. Shal. It's a difference between sha'al. Sha'al means to ask. And that will be the sha and then the and then the la. But shal right here, it just means of. Shal. Shal. Alright? Shal. Everybody got that? Simple, just a sha and a la.
All right.
Alright? Send upon to me the spirit of. Right. Whose spirit do we want? Yahawashi. So the first part would be, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Yahawah Shim Yahawashi, Shalach Al Yaharawach, Shal Yahawashi. Send upon to me the spirit of Yahawashi. All right, everybody got that? All right. The next word is la dabar. La